from beneath the sand. Dance with me, girl, seem so far away. Across this universe, she lives another day. I know the reason she stays. I know the reason she's so far away. I know the reason she stays. I know the reason she's so far away. We go home, coming around from everything we have done. And it takes us one more day to run. We go home, coming around from everything we have done. And it takes us one more day. We go home, the reason she stays. We go home, the reason she's so far away. We go home, the reason she stays. We go home, the reason she stays.
before I switch the screen. Is it too loud? Can you hear me? Oh, wow, it's loud. Yeah, okay. Let me switch. Hi, everybody. Wow, it's too loud for me. I don't know if it's too loud for you too. Okay, I have a problem. This box here is covering my second monitor, and I actually can only see part of the chat. So yeah, hi everybody. Haven't been streaming for some time, 2 months actually, 2 months and a couple of days. So welcome everybody. The topic of the stream is this huge box here, but actually I have a lot of fun stuff that we will go through. A lot of things have arrived in the last 10 days or something like that, so we will be going through a bunch of them. Let me see. Okay, how do I have to look like this to be able to transfer the window. Hopefully you can see this one here. So once again, hi everybody. Today we will be, it's not unboxing because I had to remove the box because the box itself couldn't fit on my table. Yeah, I can see only this, but it's okay. Only this, only this. So okay. So yeah, but as I said, I've got a bunch of stuff. I got something awesome. I've been trying to purchase that for actually 2 months. I didn't want this to be shipped to me because there will be separate video on that, and I'll be showing you later. But as I said, I was waiting for 2 months, so it was out of stock. Then it got back in stock like 40-50 pieces, and by the time I got notification, it was already out of stock. Then I had to wait another month and a half, and I managed to jump in on the train and got the kit. Kit arrived last week. Last week. I'm not sorry. So yeah, this will be fun stream. First, let's get started with this box because I want to get it unwrapped, all the things out. Probably a lot of you have seen the Qidi Q1 Pro, but I was surprised because this one is actually a bit different. They did send me once again this printer to test. They didn't said that I need to do video or something. They just said they want to send the printer for test. Then they ghosted me for 3 weeks. Then I had idea in my head about one of the upcoming videos that will be in about a month or something like that. It is about DIY projects, smart home projects, and 3D printers. So why is a 3D printer good for those things? Also, I want to upgrade my Voron, and I actually wanted to try out if I can print all the ABS parts in high quality on this printer. So we will not be printing that today. We will actually be printing that just a couple of fast prints. But I will be testing it a lot. I will be testing with the ABS. I will be testing it with the prints that have to be accurate in terms of they have to fit into one another. Things have to fit inside and so on and so on. So that's why I will be probably releasing video on that printer much later after I've done all of the printing and I have a lot of things to print. So let's get actually started with this one first. Overhead full. I have to find the button. Sorry. Okay, let's see what's in box, and then I will tell you why this one is a bit different. Mic going up, you can probably hear me. So we have a manual. We have I will check the model. I will open it in a second. We have USB stick, manual, But this is something that I was surprised to see, because on all of the first printers I've seen tested, the problem was that the board itself didn't have the Ethernet jack, and actually the Ethernet port there wasn't any Ethernet port on the printer itself. Instead, it was molten plastic or molded plastic. But this one actually has Ethernet, and I like to connect my printers via the fixed network. So by seeing this cable, I was surprised, because I know that those printers, or these printers, didn't have, at least not the first batch. We have wobbly spool holder. This goes like this, and then we will attach it to the printer. This is nothing. These are just guards for the angles for the cardboard and boxes. Let me get that somewhere. Okay, we have something that some people could call sample filament, only 20 grams, so we will not be using it. Then we have a spatula. Like, it's a nice one. I can keep this one on my desk. We have power cable. I presume that this part is important because of all the issues, or what people were trying to put as an issue for the active chamber heater. It has active heating inside the chamber. So we have power cord and tools, spare fuse. Oh, these are for the brushes for the hot end, and so on. Okay, so these are the tools. Let me remove this. Let's throw away this one. It's okay. And then we have to remove all this plastic. It's a bit heavy. I think that the box is around 20 kilos. So I had a bit of an issue taking it upstairs, but yeah. Let me just rip this off. Whoa! I need assistance here. It's a bit heavy. I think it's much heavier, not much heavier, but it is heavier than my Voron printer. Okay. Let's get this out. So we have to unpack the top. It's nice because this camera can fit in the printer, so you'll be actually able to see what it is printing. For now, let me just remove this and pack it. It does fit nicely. I will turn the printer around and show you. There is USB port here on the top. Let's open the door. Yep. Just have to remove a bit more of wrapping. Okay, how shall we do it? I will flip it over. Yes. Okay, so what I wanted to show you here is, I don't know if you can see, next to the power adapter, you have the on-off button, but here we have Ethernet port. So this is something that I haven't seen on the other printers. Maybe I've missed it, but from what I've seen from others that have opened it up, they cannot see it. Also, we have another new thing here is the position of the filament. Filament is actually here now. it's not on the back side anymore, although you can move it, I think, there. Now you have here spots for the filament. So it's also easier to mount different spools, different types of spools. So this one goes, whoa, this one goes like this. Okay. And the machine input power, the input power of machine is 220 to 240 degrees. Let me just unwrap the cable. Well, this will be fun. I think the cable is short. It's short in my case. Sorry. Hi, everybody. Last time when we unboxed, it was in February, we unboxed the Creality, and it took so long because I was chatting for too long. This time I really want to speed things up, get the printer working, and then we can chat. Why is it on? I didn't want it to be on. It's off. Okay. After turning the blah blah blah, we are not interested in that. Let me just drop the camera down a bit so you can see everything inside here. Whoa, my headsets are gone. Oh, do you like the shirt? This is the shirt from the last year's meetup in Zagreb. Everybody who attended it received this shirt. But now I think it's time to finally look at the manual. I will just turn on this light, which I don't usually use. And let's actually see the manual. Oh, there is a quick start guide and normal user manual. Let's do quick start. Okay, everything is here. Unplug it, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, we have to first start it up and then follow the manual on the screen. You will not be able to see the screen here. Ooh. Let's remove build plate also from the... It's very strong magnets. The magnets are really, really strong. There are some additional things that you can print for the printer. For example, the better guide for everything. It says that it is currently booting up. Oh, lights are great. Nice. The fan for the motherboard started. Let me get the tool to measure the sound level. Just give me a second. The problem is that currently the sound of my vent on the PC because of the streaming is loud, but maybe I can put it somewhere. Yeah, yeah. Everybody has the tool. But I'm still not sure if this sound is from, if what it is registering is sound of the vent of my PC or this one. Yeah, you can hear this sound, but let's follow the steps of the screen. Select language, English, remove all ties. For that we need this. I presume that you can see actually inside the printer. Yeah, you can see, hopefully. So we have 1, 2, 3. No, I'm just kidding. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 zip ties. Then we have to remove this cardboard here. Nice. The bells don't look very tight, but I presume that they are tight because they have auto tensioners here. What else? Okay. Yes, we remove all the ties. Now we have to remove 4 screws. Let's use provided tools for that. Nope. Managed to get grease on my fingers. The problem that Vector, and I'm here actually not agreeing with him, I have my own opinion, so I know that this is a bit dangerous. The problem is that this one here, it's an active fan, meaning that when the printer is on, depending on how you put the polarity of neutral and live wire, this can potentially have 220, 240 volts inside. I don't see it as a problem because this is heater, and actually all of the heaters, if you touch the elements directly, you will not only get burned because it should be up to 60 degrees. The chamber heater should be able to reach the inside temperature here 60 degrees, so it can be around 70 or 100 degrees inside that heater. But also there is electricity, so that's why people usually tell you not to put fork inside the toaster, because you can be toasted for that one. I do agree that better labeling should be here, but there is label that actually says caution, live electrical equipment inside, do not disassemble or touch. So I don't know what part of that is not clear, but yeah. Again, sometimes people do dumb things. I electrocuted myself a couple of times in my life because I was dumb. So people can be dumb, and yeah, people can potentially touch the heating element. It does have a grid, but there is also a thing you can print to replace that grid to protect yourself even more. So yeah, as I said, all of our printers, especially those, yeah, and also depends on quality of your electrician's work. Did he do things as it should have been done? So if it's grounded, if it's protected, and things like that. Again, of course, you will not be poking inside while the chamber heater is on. But then again, you wouldn't poke inside other equipment that is powered on while it is powered on. So we removed 4 screws. About to... Oh! I didn't remove that tape. Let's remove also this tape. Um, by yeah, I agree about that, Pedro. And yes, but it's like who posted something similar on Twitter. If print fails, everybody will say, "Why didn't you use the glue stick?" Then you reply, "I used the glue stick, and that's because you used the glue stick." People like to argue. People like to argue. So yeah. One thing I really like the simplicity. So printer is basically done. Everything is done. It can start printing. It says here about to moving platform. Please make sure the platform is clean and unlocked. This is not the first version of firmware. I actually do not know if the latest firmware has been flashed or not on the device. But really, guys, if you are releasing a product and you add other languages, have somebody check with somebody, find somebody to prove your spelling. Next. Now it says to push in the filament. I have leftover Creality Hyper Series PLA Black. I will be using that one. Yeah, the holder is flimsy, but actually not as flimsy as some try to say. I will be one of the first things I will be printing on it is the holder that moves the spool on top. Okay. Keep pushing the filament into filament run out sensor until reach extruder. Yes, we did. It says I have to select the temperature. I think that this one is 190 to 230. I will put it like 215 or something like that. Oh, it's going to 220. Okay, doesn't matter. Waiting the temperature reach the setting value. That's the issue. The screen is really great. The plastic is okay. It is a bit too bulky in my opinion, but everything looks really nicely engineered. I don't know why people are saying that there is no door latch. There is, but okay. But these translations are terrible. Da Mlacko, thanks Mlacko. By the way, if you've seen my last video, this is the Mlacko, the one who sent me the first Telegram message about this camera. Hvala Mlacko. Actually, it's not a new haircut. I went to my usual barber and there was a new guy there. And I said like, just shorten the hair a bit and also just trim a bit my beard. And he cut everything out. So yeah, I was not very pleased with that. Okay, so we got 220. Also, this machine can go up to 350 degrees. I'm not sure what the material, but yeah, we can go up to 220 degrees. And that shaking is, this camera is on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, mounted on pole with 6 arms on it. So yeah, it's a little bit wobbly. Ensure the filament into the extruder, click button for what? Ensure the filament into extruder, click button for loading filament until filament comes out of nozzle. But nothing has come out of nozzle. Oh, actually it is. Oh, sorry. Yeah, actually it is. Guide tutorial finish. Okay. Let's take the stick. 16 gig stick. Let's see what we get. Let's go to, I'm sorry, I cannot, this camera. No, no way. Please make sure there are auto bed leveling. Let's try auto bed leveling. Input shape. Preheat hot bed to the filament printing temperature. We'll put it to, yeah, okay. It's currently heating to 60 degrees for PLA. I haven't printed PLA. I haven't touched PLA in such a long time. All of the materials I have here are ABS. I do have a couple of rolls, actually. Oh, by the way, I will be receiving one additional roll, maybe, hopefully. So I was contacted a couple of days ago. Nice. Let me. Oh, okay. I cannot see this switch button. So I was contacted a couple of days ago from GradKit. This one here. They are going to send me this Firmware dryer box. According to some of the tests, I've seen a couple of reviews about it. Currently it's one of the best, or if not the best, filament dryer boxes out there. Funny thing is, it's also TUYA compatible, so probably we can hook it up also inside Home Assistant. It will be fun, actually, to play with it inside Home Assistant. But they're also making filament, 2-color and 3-color filament. So they will probably send me something from their filaments too. The bed still hasn't heated. It's at 49 degrees. It's really heating slow. No, okay. So that's something that I will be also testing and playing with it. Where is the button? Where is the button? Where is the button? It's this one is definitely too big for my desk. Let's get the camera a bit down, more down. And also let's see if we can figure out what's the IP address of the printer. Let's do that first. Settings. No. Settings, network, Wi-Fi. Okay. I don't get it. So, okay, I selected, then I have to type in the password, I presume. Yep. Connection successful. Confirm. Saving Wi-Fi data. Back. Connection settings. Oh, come on. I want to get the IP address so we can try and open the I've selected LAN only. It has option to connect to AVS or something. I'm not interested in that. Let's go back. I don't understand the menus. Current firmware is firmware 4.4.16, and I know that there is 4.4.18 firmware. I've checked that one out. It's available on their GitHub repository. So it was released 3 days ago. Failed to obtain online version information. Come on, update. Just give me a second. Um, mm, 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 mm. Okay. I cannot see anything here. $150. Let me try it like this. If it works, I'll change the screen. Just give me a second, please. Oh no, it's it needs to be like this. Let's switch the screen so you can see what I'm trying to do here. Let's see, where's the button once again? Position. So if we go to documentation, 4.4.18 has added port 80 for the fluid, and if we go to commits, no. Where have I seen that? Nope. In one of the README updates, I've seen the change. So it was 188. But I'm not sure if the address is okay or not. Let's go to network, Wi-Fi connection. It is connected and my IP address is 150, but it doesn't allow me to connect to it via the fluid. Connection settings. Oh, I still haven't removed from camera. Okay, I will play with that later on. I have to update the firmware, but let's try printing without firmware update first, and then we will see how things go. And now from the spool, I cannot see anything actually, what's going on the screen. Come on, come on. It says it's connecting to server, but I don't see anything going on here. As I said, there is a GitHub repository where you can download the latest firmware, which actually I could do just now. Download. Let's see if I can transfer the update file to the printer via the stick. Extract. Okay. Extract. Extracted. Insert it here. Check for updates. Offline updates. Update file detected. Do you want to update? Confirm. It's updating. As I said, I want to update because there is a easier way to access the fluid PC audio is going out. I can see. Be aware PC audio is going. Just a second. I don't know what's. Just give me a second. There was some other sound also present. Maybe I streamed something. Whoa. Please turn off the power, reboot after 20 seconds, then it will start updating. 20 seconds. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, CPs, 7 Mississippis, 8 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi, CPs. Yeah, we are not doing 20. I'm slow with numbers. The Windows sound. Yeah, that's potentially it. Let's try. Yep, Windows sound is going through it. It's still booting up. Oh, SLZB06P7 was on this IP address. Come on, let's start printing so I can show Pedro what I got. And I got a bunch of fun stuff. Let's close. Yep. Cheers. Nothing better than drinking beer through the straw. Pedro, does it look familiar? Depends on what you're seeing. I think you're seeing this one. Close this. Okay, now we can start having fun. Actually, the screen. Please turn off the machine and wait for a while before restarting. Okay, let's do it like this. Post, reboot. Yes. I think there is a problem with the screen currently, but even if there is a problem with the screen, we can use the web UI to access everything. Time-lapse setup, bed screw adjust. Yeah, this is also new thing. They've added the ability to adjust the bed screws. So you can additionally not just use auto bed leveling, Z offset, blah, 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 but also adjust the screws, and it should tell you how to adjust them. And what I was telling you, there is an issue here. I think it's closed. Display not working after upgrade to 4.4.16. But I didn't have that error. There is a way on how to flash the screen firmware. Hopefully we will not be needing to do that. Booting up, please wait. So we can see the screen. It's actually just now updating the screen. Baud rate 921 600. US art update size, blah blah blah, writing data 4%. So it's currently, I think that the Clipper was updated with the first restart, and now it's doing second restart for the screen update. Nice. While it is doing what it is doing, let's see if I can. There is something. Yeah. Buckle, build bed, screw block, benchy, platform horizontal blocks, filament holder. We will not be doing first layer test. I will be doing that later on. We really want to see how the benchy will look like. Let's just wait for the screen to update. It's currently at 21%. And I would like to avoid for now using the fluid. I will be definitely using it for all the prints I have to do. But for this one, I would just like to experience what it is to print out of box. And by the way, I can hear myself. I already have too many voices in my head, so I had to turn the headset off. So let's see what it has. Let's transfer again video to. So this one is a nozzle cleaner with the bucket. You can remove poop bucket, which is not easy to remove it. Its 2024 version is version 1.19.0-6184C739. Let me try if I can copy it in the chats. Ooh, did it work? Did it work? Yes, it should be working. Update, all the updates for fluid mainsail, fluid moonraker and clipper are disabled in this. It's custom version of clipper. You can actually install the normal clipper. There is a way on how to do that, but the problem is the screen. Same with like many other printers, the screen would not work with the latest version of clipper. So this one is older one. Yeah, everything in terms of updates is removed here. Is there a way to see? Yeah, nothing here. Printer configuration, time lapse. You are not seeing the screen. You are not seeing the screen. Am I correct? Yeah, you are correct. Okay, so yeah, so the problem is the screen. MCU is on TTY S2, MCU 1. What else? Acceleration. It has onboard accelerometer for the input shaping. Bed screw. This has been added in the latest release. Hole filament white sensor. So inside the toolhead, it actually has. Let's see how we can open this up. Oh, like this. You probably cannot see it. So here it has a hole sensor and I think a ball or something, metallic ball or something that is pushed by the filament. So filament is actually, so this is used to detect the width of the filament. Is the filament okay or not? One fan here. The second one, small one for the hot end. Okay. It's at 94%, sorry. Once again, I didn't change the screen, idiot. let's redo this. So this is the filament width sensor. There is a small ball. Let me see if I can. Let's dangle this one down. The screen restarted. Give me a second. Come on, let's twist again. Okay. Can you see it now? Yeah, hopefully you can see it. So there is a... Hey, Kemi! So there is... I'm sorry for the focus. Filament goes... This is the whole sensor. And as the filament passes through this gap here, filament is pushing, I think, this small ball or something inside. And based on that, the printer can detect the width or diameter of the filament, actually. And that's the code we were just seeing a second ago. Let me just return the camera. Come on. Like this. Okay, let's put the cover back on. Let's switch back to the... Oh, cannot see the button. So the printer is update finished, confirmed. Everything is back online. Let's go to the settings. Auto bed leveling. Preheat hot band to the filament printing temperature. It's currently at 43. And while it is preheating, let's check here the code. So this is whole filament width sensor, extruder, something, full steps per rotation, so it's 1.8 degree, nozzle diameter, okay, filament diameter, minimum temperature, maximum temperature is 360, minimum extrude temperature 175, PID tuning has been done, pressure advanced, TMC 2209 on the extruder, EDXL 345 is on the hot end, maximum velocity 600, maximum acceleration is 20k, maximum acceleration to deceleration 10k, maximum Z velocity 10, maximum Z acceleration 500. Nice. Stepper X, stepper Y, stepper Z, because it has two Z's. Or is it virtual Z here? No, it has two Z's. Z tilt. Heater bed, PID tuned, okay. Heater generic for the chamber. Again, tuned, maximum temperature is 65 degrees, so it can heat up to 65 degrees, or it can try to heat up to 65 degrees. Okay, verify heater extruder, verify heater bed, hot end, everything, blah, blah, blah. Auxiliary cooling fan, chamber circulation fan. There is a fan for the additional fan on the inside that can be used to cool down build plate or also circulate air inside. Yeah. Heater fan, heater fan, heater fan, controller fan for boards. Smart effector, that one I don't know what it is. That one I really do not know what it is. QD probe, bed mesh, filament switch sensor, a resonance tester, and blah blah blah. That's it. let's close it and go back and see how the things are going. So we are currently at 63 degrees. Yes, we are. Press next. Let's move it a bit up. There is a lot of grease on the screws, lead screws. Rope. Something is. I've heard something. It sounds like grinding. Let's open the door since we are printing PLA. It's fast. It's really fast. The camera is okay. It's definitely not premium camera inside the box, but it's currently heating up and cleaning the nozzle. The fan started. Yeah, around 72, 73 decibel. When you're directly on that. Cleaning nozzle. It's a bit wobbly, but I think that this is a good thing, because if it wouldn't be wobbly, it could easily potentially break. So that's, I think, a good thing here. Waiting for the nozzle to cool down. After that, we will also do the input shaping, and then we will just push the print, 3D bench print. So it has inductive bed leveling. But it does have also load cell under it. 1, 2. I think I see 2 load cells. It's not currently touching the build plate. No, this is fun. It touched the nozzle. The nozzle is touching the bed. We did it 3 times. It's still cooking something. Acquire compensation value. It's not touching the bed currently. Not touching. So yeah, it's only used in the middle of the bed. It probably tried to do the Z offset. I don't know how many points is he doing. Like 2,000. While it's doing that, let me grab all the things I have. These are just some of the upgrades. Pedro, if you're still here, some of the upgrades. I'll put the cover on top. And let's move camera a bit up. And let's start with everything I have prepared for upgrading my Voron. So you've seen this one. I think you also got it, if I'm not mistaken. Chaotic Lab, this is version 2. For the tap, or this is the tap. Then, if anybody needs, these are from Lab 4450. He's a really awesome guy. He sent me this, but I don't need them. These are the LEDs for the Voron 2.0.2. He also made his own. He's starting in Home Assistant, actually, the owner of the Lab 4450. He sent me this one. This is actually temperature humidity sensor he's doing with some other guy. Nice one. Yeah. For the Voron tap, I already have Voron tap, but if you're talking about Voron tap, I already have a Voron tap, and I have 2 different sensors for the tap, so I'm still not sure what sensor I'll be using at the end. So this is the humidity and temperature sensor he's made with somebody. Then I decided to issue with V2 electronics. I didn't know that. We'll check it out. I have the really transparent LEDs, logo LEDs for the stealth burner. This is one of those taps. This is tap 2, version 2. If anybody wants, I will be sending him this one. He also sent me the accelerometer for the printer. So you screw it under the nozzle. You have the USB-C connector for the cable. And yeah, this is the, again, Lab 4450 ADXL. But since my new tool head will have onboard ADXL, I will not be using that one. Then I also got from him the LEDs. These are the pre-soldered LEDs for the stealth burner. Then I bought for the ERCF version 1.1, I bought the new blinky, which is used to detect the distance for the movement of the filament inside, but I'm not going to need it because also I'll show you a couple more boxes. Sorry, auto leveling complete. Let's click on completed. Let's click here. Why is there no mesh here? Filament sensor is off. Odd. There is no mesh. Why is there no mesh? Let's calibrate all. Thanks for that one. I will check it out. I'm not actually okay. Yeah, this camera is working now. Okay, so we have this. Let's do input shaping. While it's doing input shaping, let's open the other box I have. So you've probably seen this on the Twitter. I tried to get my hands on the Nighthawk from LDO, and there were none in the Europe, so I contacted Jason from the LDO, and he told me that once again lot 4450 will be getting. So I ordered it, and it arrived yesterday. This is the USB part for the MCU. Ooh, I love this sound. This is the part for the hot end. And we have here the part for the vents and LEDs. If I'm not mistaken, it goes something like this. It also has the ADXL on it, or accelerometer, and it has, I think, enough ports so I can use it with 2-point filament detection. Because, as I said, I'm also planning to do the upgrade of the ERCF, and this upgrade requires 2 filament sensors. So one filament sensor is above the extruder motor, and the other one is below, so it can really nicely detect where the filament is and what it's doing. Wow, what a sound. For anyone doesn't know, this is the input shaping. It's actually moving head very quickly left right to measure the vibrations and how long it takes. It actually is measuring the impact of movement of the head on the vibrations on the tool head. It stopped. Now I think it will go the other way. Yep. Input shaping running still. So yeah, these are, yeah, it's going the other way. So this whole box is full of parts for the Nighthawk build. We are taking off once again. We'll look at this in a bit. Yesterday I received this box here. Yesterday I received this box here. This is the ERCF upgrade kit. These are all the electronics and everything for the ERCF from BTT. Of course, it also has DUC. So I'm planning to do, okay, Yiddish. Ah, okay. Okay, buy something sweet. Ono meda, ona kec. So I already have ERCF version 1.1, but I want to upgrade to version 2, which should be better. And to be honest, I never ever, so I've set everything up, but I never ever used ERCF. So it is calibrated and everything, but I never use it. These are other parts. This is the upgrade kit. There is also kit available that is, let's call it, certified by the devs. And this is just the upgrade kit, and here we have a linear rail, rods, etc. So this is one of the things, and I'm actually planning to do a lot of streams during this spring-summer period. For example, one of them will be building the stealth burner with the Nighthawk. The other one would be disassembling and assembling of the ERCF version. Oh, sorry, we've seen it now. So the other one will be assembling and disassembling of the ERCF. Then I bought this kit also. This kit is, oh, it's done. This kit is parts for the stealth press. This is the press used for the heat inserts. If you need to insert heat set inserts in printed part, you can use this tool, as it's much easier. I'm still waiting for the Nevermore V6 kit. It should have been arriving today, but it's late. And the rest are not the things that are related to that, but I'll show you. Yeah, 2 servers, but that's it. So my general idea was to, all the things when I was ordering, I was actually ordering with this printer in mind. So I was in talk with Qidi about a month ago, and they asked me if I want to do a test of the printer to see how it works. I said yes. And when I was thinking about video, what I would like to make, I was actually thinking about making a video on, is it a good printer to be used for really production, you know, to do parts, to do stuff, if you want to manufacture something, to use carbon fiber filaments or glass reinforced filaments and things like that. And then it popped to my mind, let's see if I can do the whole Voron upgrade, print all the parts, replace all the parts. What's hit? Oh, it's restarted. Okay, never mind. Probably it's just saving the settings. It doesn't have any input on the screen. It still said input shaping running, but it will now probably terminate and give us a message that it's done. Yeah, it's completed. Okay, so this part is completed. Everything is completed. Let's go to printing, and I'm clicking on 3D benchy. It says 18 minutes, 10 grams of filament, PLA, and if we want to do bed leveling or not, I will just open the doors and remove the roof because it's PLA. And let's start printing. Print. Printing with enclosure may cause high temperatures and softening of filament, leading to clogging. So please open the door cover and keep it ventilated. Yeah, we did it. So as I said, when I was thinking about this printer and the video I will be doing, I thought about all those projects. All those projects were actually in my mind, and I want to reprint some of the parts for my printer in different ABS. I was using eSun ABS Plus, and I want to go with some more premium ABS parts, and also I will be changing colors. So the idea is confirm. The idea is actually to use this printer as a workhorse. So this will be a workhorse printer. If it proves to be okay, I will be keeping it and I will be using it more often than my Voron. Voron I love, but I love more playing with it, upgrading it, constantly tweaking it than actually printing on it. So yeah. And let's look at some other things that arrived. Some are, this fan on the hot end is really loud. So I haven't shown you these on any of the social media. Yeah. Some kind of smart not door, smart switch can be used for lights or things like that. It's only 10 amps, unfortunately. This is by a company that is like subsidiary of Meros. It's called like Reros or something like that. Rifos, or, I don't know. I'm not very impressed with it. It's big, it's chunky, and it's only 10 amps. Then I've shown this on social media. This is the Z-Wave prototyping platform, or Zuno, Z-Uno. I don't know if you've seen it or not, but for anybody that wants to start playing with Z-Wave, this is actually a very nice board for development or for DIY project. It has a Z-Wave module, certified antenna, but you have all the plugins or all the pins available for you to play with. So you can actually hook up the temperature sensor, motion sensor, whatever sensors on it. It's really fun stuff. I got that one. I didn't. So how I ended up getting this one, after releasing video on the SM Lite, I think, or something like that, on coordinators. Z-Wave Me, the company from Switzerland, contacted me to send me this. Actually, it's called Z Station or something like that, and this is one of the best devices. At least I still haven't tried it. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough time, but I think, in my opinion, this is one of the best ideas they could have prepared for smart home owners. It has two antennas. Each antenna is for different protocols. So one antenna is for the Z-Wave, the other one is for the Zigbee. And you can use... Oh, I don't see the graph. Let me move it. Yeah, it's okay. It's not that bad. Yeah, and this is adaptive meshing, and it's only doing part of the mesh. Yeah, but it's like... it's okay. I need to do the full mesh and see the whole bed. So as I said, I will be really playing with this one and looking forward to play with this one. Unfortunately, I only have one single Z-Wave device that I bought to test smaller brother of this one. So last winter I bought the Raspberry 7 controller. This is the small controller that can be hooked up to any... Find it. I actually do not see the filament. I don't see the filament. Stop. Confirm. There is actually no filament going out. I'm not sure if it did reach the hot end, maybe. Let's quickly fix it. Stopping, okay, you stopped. Nice. Let's do it from here. Go to the home. Go to extrude. How many? Extrude. Come on. Why can't I extrude? Let's... I cannot see anything here. The temperature of the chamber, temperature of the extruder, 220. So that's why I couldn't extrude, because the minimum temperature is 175. Yeah, nothing is going inside. Let me... Now it's going. Now it's going. Extrude length 50 millimeters. Okay, now it's finally pulling the filament, but I still do not. Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah. Okay. Okay, yeah, the filament wasn't properly in. Now let's do the 3D benchy print. Who has burned fingers from the filament? Okay, let's get back to the Raspberry 7. So I bought the model for the yellow. Now my yellow has also on board Z-Wave Mini Raspberry 7 module. And when they said they were sending me Z Station, I said, yeah, I know about your company. I bought the Raspberry 7. And they said, well, yeah, but we also have the Raspberry. We are not selling Raspberry 7 anymore. It's obsolete. We now have a Raspberry 7 Pro with external antenna that has much bigger distance. By Kemi. So they sent me also this. And as I've mentioned, the most important thing is come on, let me pull it out. So this is Zigbee, Thread, Bluetooth on one side. I think it is this side here. This antenna here is for Zigbee, Thread, and Bluetooth. And this one here is for the Z-Wave. It's powered by the USB-C cable. And that's it. It works with Home Assistant. You actually have everything or most of the protocols or connectivity thing is inside this box here. Yeah, it's really hard. It's really hard. You know, I did the video on USG01. That's a great gateway. Then the last week I did the SMZB06 and 07. 06 and 06M are, in my opinion, such an awesome gateways. I don't like the design. I don't like that long stick. It reminds me of the SFP or modules for the network. But the devices are really great. Then you receive device like this, and once again, it's a really awesome device. It has a bit different use case than the device I did or gateway I did last week, but yeah. And one of the most fun things I'm looking forward to, but I'm also thinking about doing not a video about it, that we first do the stream about it, test everything on stream, and then do video. That's actually in this box here. And these are the e-paper displays and e-paper gateway. It's called Open e-paper link. So this is a gateway that has a screen that shows you what its current state is. You have 3 buttons here. On the back side you have pins, so you can program either these, which are already pre-programmed because I bought them pre-programmed. This was the package I was waiting for 2.5 months. I think I spent everything inside this box, like it's like 120 euros. I got myself DIY version of the programming board, so I will also be doing that one. So I got the gateway for the e-paper displays and also got the 4 displays. And I'm really looking forward to... I didn't press start. Or I did press start. No, I didn't press start. Sorry, I didn't press start. It's not the printer, it's me. It's mostly user, you know. So, actual idea about... I've seen... So, once every couple of weeks, I make a list of things that I would like to record. And I browse through repositories, I browse everywhere I can find, you know, what is new, what is hot, what I think will be hot and things like that. And at least, I wouldn't say a year ago, but like 6, 8, 9 months ago, I've stumbled about the Home Assistant or HACS integration for these screens. So somebody created those screens, and in January that somebody actually contacted me on Discord. had a question about video I released, and I said, oh, and he said he's author that said, oh wow, and I've been really wanting for a long time to do video on that gateway. And I asked him where to start, what to get, what are the things that you need to be able to, what are the things that you need to be able to, have in your home ink displays that receive messages or that can show data from Home Assistant. So he said, that guy is producing that, but if he doesn't have that, I will send you everything you need to get started, different types of screens. He said, no, listen, you're doing hex component. I really do not want hardware from you. I just want help when I reach the point where I got all the hardware. So I got everything. And now I will be starting to play with it. My idea is maybe to do a stream where we plug everything up, see how it is set up, see what you need to do to configure the gateway, to configure the displays, and then see what you need to do to hook it up to Home Assistant and then push information from Home Assistant. For example, you can have them in each room and program so that they are automatically updated when there is a change in temperature or things like that. The batteries in there should last 2 years, but it also depends on the updates you will be using it for. And in my opinion, in a smart home, you really shouldn't need to have touchscreens. Touchscreens are great as switches, but even voice is great for some things, but I prefer to have smart home that does things. And then you have displays here and there just to check, status. For example, in bedroom, at night it displays is the door locked or not. During the day, it displays if the kids are in school or not. So you have an adaptive screen showing you different values or different information based on the time of the day and based on location, in what room the data is looked upon, and things like that. So yeah, I know that I'm mumbling a lot of ideas here, but that's just something that would be really awesome to do. I don't know if anybody from Zagreb is here. I know one of my colleagues liked the stream, so I'm not sure if he's here or not. Alan, if you're not here, or yes. I also got final design for the t-shirts for the next Saturday. Unfortunately, yeah, I know that a lot of you are unable to come. This is for people that are nearby. Also, one additional plan I had was to go for 8 days in UK during the summer, but the time slot I was looking to get, I cannot go. If I would be going there with all my family, I really wanted to. It's still far away, so we still have 2-3 months to, find a place where we can have a beer or two, meet up in London. But unfortunately, so far that idea failed. Maybe I'll find a different time slot later in the summer, end of August or something like that. Okay, so pressure advance, everything is set up here, blah, blah, blah. It's still oozing. First layer so far looks okay. Ooh. Let me try and bring the camera down a bit. So acceleration is really accelerating. Let's see if we have any layer shifts, because it really is doing acceleration. It says that it is currently 3 minutes into print. So it was doing calibration, purging, and everything for 3 minutes. Would be awesome to see you. Would be awesome to see you. Remember, when we were doing testing of the Ender 3v3KE, which by the way was on this desk from the last stream 2 months ago, and I've been using it, I wouldn't say a lot, but I've been using it a lot, and I'm really happy with, after buying Ender 3 Pro and then tweaking it 2 times the value of the printer itself to make it work beautiful, it was really working nice out of box. But it took 18 minutes from the time when it started printing. This one looks, it will be 18 minutes including calibration. I will maybe measure the time later to see. But yeah, so far it looks very nice. I'm sorry, I cannot. Let me move this up a bit. Yeah, let me switch off the camera because it's shaking it so hard that you will be sick of it. Let me switch the. Just a second. Maybe that's better view. It's strange. A minute ago on the screen it says like it was printing for 4 minutes and it has around 12 to finish. Now it says it prints for the 6 minutes and it has 30 minutes to finish. Let's look at the numbers here. Okay, 50 millimeters flow is 6.2. It's printing really nice. Maybe I will try to, maybe I will need to play a bit more with the pressure advance. I think I see like some artifacts. But it is really printing nicely. 200, 500 millimeters. 12.7 is maximum flow so far I've seen. Maybe I've missed something because I wasn't watching previously. 12.5. 9.2 millimeter cubic. So 12.7 was so far the fastest or the highest flow I've seen. Yeah, this will actually be 18-minute bench in my opinion. I think that Creality stated that they print benches in 30 minutes and from the time we started until it finished it was like 18 minutes. So it's probably doing similar speeds to the ones as Creality bed slinger. I don't know if anybody catched flow higher than 20.7 millimeter cubic per second. I'm not sure what the nozzle can do. In terms of material, it says it can go up to 350. I don't have any material for 350 degrees. And I think the bed can go up at 230. Let's check in configuration file. Stepper, Z, TMC, heater. No, nothing here. I don't see slider. Everything is shaking. I'm getting dizzy from looking at the screen. So the extruder is 360. I haven't seen where's the maximum bed temperature. I think it's 130. This is the chamber temperature, 65 degrees. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where it is. It's really okay. Nice. So what's the difference between this printer so far I have seen and the ones that have been reviewed by a lot of other people? First, the Ethernet jack. I didn't see that one on any review. I think this is something that they have added recently. And also they moved the filament path to the front, or the, it's not anymore on the back side, it's on the left side. At first, from other things, I cannot see anything else that's different. This fan is really blowing hard. There is a side fan. Where is the camera? There is a side fan there, and it's really, really blowing. So I will be printing. Oh, let's, while we are here, let's look at this also. There is, where is it? Where is it? Optional components. So they've released couple of models. PEI plate auxiliary limiters. It allows you to easily or better guide the plate when you're putting it down. There is box that can be mounted on the outside on the fan. There is a fan on the housing blowing air out. You can mount on the external side or the back side. You can mount this box. There is a top filament holder. This one I will be printing. So I will be printing these three so far. And maybe I will be printing this chamber heater cover. Extruder cable chain head. I'm not sure about that one. Thank you. I need to see if I can get this inside Home Assistant. They said that they will be trying to push the newer versions of Fluid in, and also newer version of the Clipper. When you update the firmware, you have to do all the calibrations from the scratch. It does save the settings during the update in a configuration file with the date when it was updated, but you still have to do the calibration, input shaping, and everything from scratch. I don't see any stringing so far, and the overhangs look really, really well. I do see some artifacts. Let me try to find something with which I can point. I do see some artifacts here. But also, I have to be honest about one thing. Although I like to see fast printing, I'm really not into fast printing. I would rather prefer to have a really quality printed part in a normal speed, even if it would take this to print like 30 minutes, but have it absolutely perfect, than doing the fast printing. I know that a lot of people are printing stuff that they are also selling, but I also think that those people are not using the maximum speeds because they also want to have better quality than faster prints. For some things, okay, for the beta alpha versions of the thing you want to produce, it's okay to do fast print just to see if everything is okay. But as I said, I would rather prefer to have a slower but more efficient print. I'm really sorry to see a lot of space here wasted. I think that they could have increased the size of the bed for additional 20 millimeters. So 2 centimeters or something like that, at least on the left and right side. There is a lot of wasted space in this printer, in my opinion. But on the other hand, I'm really liking what I'm seeing, and I will be playing with it for some time. Okay, the chimney is about to be done. Yep, it will be 20. So far, it's 20 minutes. 20 minutes and 4 seconds. Done. Slicer said 18 minutes, actual time 21 minutes 28 seconds. Nice. I'm happy with the print. Let's get it. Wow, the magnets. Wow. That's good. Just a second. Let me also turn the camera on. Okay. So this is the benchy. There are some artifacts here. I don't know if you can see them or not, but the print really looks great. Overhangs are great. Now nothing saggy. Chimney looks okay. It's a really nice print. It's a really nice print. Yeah, print has been done. Confirm. I think that they improved on how you position the build plate, because I'm not sure if it had guards or the path for the bed at the back. Let's see what we have else to print. Buckle, I don't need. Build bed, screw block. Castle, slide coin catcher. First layer, platform, horizontal block, thick filament holder. We will not be using that. Let's see this one. It's 4 hours, 24 minutes and 100 grams. I have probably around 100 grams. So let's no, I will not print. No, let's print this one. Confirm. Okay, so yeah, once again, it took a bit longer to get everything printing. Some of the errors were mine, forgetting to press the print button. Some were because I wanted to update to the latest firmware, but I'm really happy with the quality of the print. This is, as I've said, the Creality Hyper Series, Hyper PLA, like a special blend for fast printing. Nice. I'm happy with it. I still cannot see anything on the screen, so if you have something to write. I'm not sure what video will be next week. I have a bunch of things I have to review, do video on. There are dozens of projects that I'm partially done. I have a bunch of semi-recorded videos where parts of the videos have been recorded. I have here one excellent, potentially excellent, but not actually screen from Elgro. For anybody that is looking at a touch screen for the home. But I'm not happy with the resolution. Hey Rene! Long time no see. Since you're not on Twitter anymore, we don't see each other. And I didn't do a lot of streams lately, so yeah. So Elcro has a great screen. It's a really nice touch screen. Everything is okay. But the resolution is like 2024 by 760. It's really big 10-inch display. It's so great to be fitted in the drywall. And then you have that resolution. Yeah, pity. So as I said, I have a bunch of things I could potentially do videos next week. I still don't know. I had a really long week. I went on education, so I had 2 days of education for ethical hacking. This was also fun. But yeah, I have another screen from, I think, Elcro, bunch of some devices that arrived. I'm really not sure what, there are some things that, there are a lot of things actually that arrived that I never do video on. Hey Mario, I've seen you. I will do a picture of it. I have to post this on. Just give me a second. Thank you, Mario. I have to post this one on Twitter so you can see how my screen looked and how I looked at the chat. So chat is behind this spool holder. And this one I've seen through the hole on the spool holder. So as I said, I have a bunch of things that arrived that never actually got their own separate videos because they're good things, but I don't see anything special about them. For example, wow, this suitcase is getting filled more and more. I think I have a couple of things here. Also, some things have not been officially released. So, for example, I have one nice gateway that I received around November last year, and it still didn't get released. I don't know when it will be released, and I don't want to spend my time on it, testing it, everything, while I don't know if it will be released. So, for example, I have this Sonoff door window sensor, Shelly door window sensor. This is a Bluetooth version. And no, they didn't send me that one. I bought it. Then what I have, semi-smart Zigbee PR sensor, motion sensor. It should be supported by the Matter, but I'm not that keen on pushing Matter standard currently. I still have to see. I have a bunch of Sonoff devices that I unboxed and never used them because I don't prefer. Sonoff, I think, is a great company. They are really trying to do some nice things, but I would prefer to have Zigbee device over the Wi-Fi. So I have a bunch of Wi-Fi devices that I never ever actually unboxed. There are also some Zigbee devices that are still to be recorded videos on. Hey, I cannot see your name. Hi, Netherlands. Sorry, spool. I will be posting an image. I cannot see anything on the second display. Also, some of the projects really require you to put a lot of effort in them. I'm not talking about this one, although lasers, laser engravers, cutters, and 3D printers take really long time to test and do video on. Actually, video can be done very fast after you've printed it for a couple of 100 hours. So, for example, I received the power meter from the Sonoff Wi-Fi version, and there was no way for me to test it, so I had to go out, buy the junction box, and it's been sitting like this for like 2-3 weeks. I'm not really sure if people would be interested in a video about Wi-Fi version of the power monitoring for the fuse box. So currently I spent some euros on it to buy the box, to buy the wires, to buy everything, but it's just sitting here. Then I got finally, where is it? Then I finally got the Aqara TRV. But once again, I still haven't started doing the real long-term test of the valves. I know that I will probably never record video on the it will not be probably included in the video is the Shelly TRV. I appreciate Shelly less and less with every new update and things like that. Hey Renee, thank you very much. Yeah, Chlorine, I agree with you. I think that I'm not saying that the matter is bad, but current implementations about the on the matter are still not what end users will expect. Mario, nope, nije gotovo. Nope, nije gotovo. Don't forget to I think it's hashtag SMLight03 is for the WLED gateway. They wanted to send me a couple more for me to test, but I'm really I really don't like. I feel like a scammer, not a scammer because scammers are idiots trying to take somebody's money, but I don't want to push them. You know, they sent me all those gateways and they sent me already W1W LED controller. They heard that I want to replace all of my controllers. They wanted to give me all the controllers. I said no. Listen, guys, when it's time, I will buy them. But I really do like WLED controller, and it's in my kids' room. My wife doesn't like it because when she takes her to bed, she starts talking with her, and the only thing in the room that lights up is the LED strip. I've put the controller inside or behind the bed or the wardrobe there, and it's still so sensitive and picks up the whispers in the room, so it's like flashing around the bed. So it looks really nice, but it annoys my wife. My kid is happy and she doesn't want to turn it off. It's a really awesome controller. And by the way, when I was saying that I had issues with WLED controllers, I had to replace, and this was a project I did I think last weekend or this week, Monday, Tuesday, I'm not sure. Everything looks the same. I replaced all the ESP boards. I think all have been replaced. I moved or removed all ESP8266 boards and replaced them with the ESP32 boards. So now I have ESP32 boards, and I'm experiencing less issues with them. Some issues I've had for really 2, 3, 4 years, which I didn't tie into the ESP type module, were actually problems for the ESP8266. I still have one where I replaced the board, but I'm still having some issues. I'm not sure what's going on with that LED strip. I have to spend a couple of hours on that one. Yay! As I said in the video on Tuesday, Monday it was released for the YouTube channel members, so that's why I always have issues with the dates. So the video that was released on the Tuesday about the Air One, I really like that controller. I'm not sure if you actually need all those values or chemicals monitored inside your apartment, although it's good, for example, to have them in a room where you're 3D printing, because it's now like 5 meters away from here. It will not pick up everything at first, at least not the higher concentrations, especially since the printer is currently open because of the PLA. But it's very sensitive, and it really, wow, this looks nice. And it really, just a second. Oh, okay. I thought that there was a bulge, but it's just not a perfect circle. What camera do you see? You see this one. Let me transition it. Everybody who missed the beginning of the stream doesn't know that I cannot see what I'm doing, so I have to do it like this. That device is awesome, but it's also very expensive if you add all the modules inside. Yeah, it's Matter over Thread. So you have access via the Matter over Thread. So it's actually Zigbee thread thingy, not the real Matter. That's also something that sometimes looks scammy or fishy, or you know, people don't know or do not need to know the distinction between the Matter over Thread. Difference is there. That coordinator is, one of them is, let's check here, SLZB06M. Oh, look, me. Oh, look. I don't like this. You know, they're making fun, and everybody knows what the other competitor is here. So I don't like when companies are pushing negative stuff against the competitors. Let me find it. So I was distracted. What I wanted to say is that and it's manual. Ah, come on. Where is the manual? Is it wiki? No. Even if it is wiki, it's not spelled like this. My eyes are hurting me. Nope. Where is the documentation? I forgot what is the link to it. Not support, not products. Let's go to products and this one. Nope. Let's go to products and this one. I did change the site. This one, yeah. Nope, nope, nope. Let's start manual. Yeah. Matter over Thread. What I wanted to say is that people talk bad things about Matter. For example, Switchbot released a couple of days ago upgrade to the firmware that allows you to hook up their vacuum cleaners to the Matter. So the S10, which I didn't test, and I hope that I will never test because I don't have nowhere to hook it up, and K10 Plus, which I have, which is an awesome, and I'm still using it today. Robot, it only has option to start and stop, and people go against the switchbot for that. But actually, it's up to firmware, or sorry, it's up to the standard. Matter standard currently doesn't support anything besides just starting the vacuum in some default, I don't know, room cleaning or whatever cleaning mode, and stopping it. Nobody talks about HomeKit and power monitoring. It's the same thing. While a lot of devices have power monitoring options, if you have HomeKit and use device via the Apple ecosystem, you don't have power monitoring because HomeKit doesn't support power monitoring. That's even worse because Matter is a new standard and they are adapting, getting new things. Apple and smart plugs is very old, and it should by now have the option to do power monitoring. I don't see anything. So yeah, that's it. Printer is printing, actually is printing good. I'm really satisfied with it. I'm glad I finally got it. I'm sad that I didn't have it before, but I'm also glad because of those couple of things that have been obviously improved after the printer was officially launched. So once again, this filament path on the not on the back side anymore, it's now moved to the back left panel or back left side. Then we have Ethernet port, which was not available previously. New firmware has been released. Overall, I'm pretty satisfied with the quality of printing. I hope that they also release something. I don't know if anybody has seen the new AMS or the MMU module from the Creality. I think it was released like yesterday or 2 days ago, or announced yesterday or 2 days ago. I really would like to hear or see some reviews of it, how it's working. Is it completely proprietary? Is it at the back compatible with the Clipper? Can other printers use it? Would you need to buy K2, the latest printer from Creality, to be able to use MMU, or you, for example, can hook it up to the KE, which I have, or K1 Max? This is something that I would really like to see. What I'm printing, it's called Castle Slide Coin Catcher. This is the demo print that was already pre-sliced on the USB stick. Is there a preview here? Let's see. You will not be able to see. Yeah, this one here. Yeah, this one does. No, it does have. But now you cannot see the image here. You can see just the what it's currently printing. Why it doesn't allow you? So it does have preview, but you can actually not do anything with it. Follow progress. No, it's locked. It's shame. It's really shame. So this was pre-sliced. It will take around 4 hours for it to finish. I will be posting images, of course, of that on the Instagram. And as I said, I will be using this printer a lot. I haven't talked about this one. Just give me a second to move all the windows out and see. Where is it? Mainstream display capture. I cannot see anything. Transition. So this is the Qidi slicer. It's once again skinned off version of the slicer or the Prusa slicer or whatever. If you have used Prusa slicer or Super slicer, you should be familiar with it, although UI looks a bit different. As I said, I will be using this printer a lot to print or reprint all the parts I need for the stealth burner, all the parts I need for the tap build, all the parts I need for the ERCF, for the stealth press, for the Nevermore version 6. All of those parts will be printed here. After I finish a couple more prints with the PLL, I will switch to ABS, close everything, heat up, and start printing with the ABS only. Let's see, just give me a second, please. Ah, come on. Just give me a second, please, 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 please. I don't see where this window is. Just a second. Downloads. I created a new folder. Oh, printed parts, ERCF, master, STLs, no. Test prints, no. STLs, tools, calibration tests. No, wrong. I will open this one. Give me a second. Let me just remove this. Click this. And then transition. Just a second once again. Okay, so I need to first print this one here. This is actual calibration print or calibration test. For example, this hole needs to be, filament needs to pass through it without any obstruction. This here should be, you should be able to press fit magnet inside. This is the hole for the nut, it needs to go inside. This one is for the bearing or shaft or something. If I manage to print this part as accurate as it should be, so this is the first part I will be printing. There is also something similar for the Voron builds. If I manage to tune the printer to have everything nicely, working, then I will be printing all of the parts for the Voron on it, because I believe that this printer can be really nice workhorse printer, just printing. It does have a bit smaller build plate than my Voron 2.4. I have 300 by 300. This one is 250 by 250. Which is a shame because, as I said, it still has enough room inside the case for a larger build plate. But then again, okay. But I believe that this really can be a nice printer that can be used just like to, print. I will be moving it out of the apartment on the balcony outside. The advantage over this one against the Voron, which I wanted to do the same thing, is that this one has a preheated, so it has chamber with active heating. There are some mods for the Voron to do that, but according to the official Voron devs, they do not support, they even block all the talk on the Voron Discord about any active heater inside the Voron printer. If everything is done okay, you can heat soak the bed, turn the bed at 100 degrees, and after 45 minutes, you will reach the whatever internal temperature. But I've never ever been able to get higher than 48 degrees inside. I didn't even bother to do that, but I never managed to do that. This one can go up to 60 degrees. So I want also to see what will be the difference in terms of how brittle the parts will be how strong the parts will be when printed on a higher internal temperature for the ABS. And I want to finally start printing with those expensive filaments just to try them, you know, that $100 spool or 100 euro spool of carbon fiber or something like that. And more or less, this is it. If you don't have any other questions, Mario, Renette, thank you very much for your super chats, how it's called anyways, I forgot. And as I said, there will be more streams coming because I will be doing more streams related to the 3D printing. So I will be switching, let's say that more things on streams will be related to 3D printing, and it will then mean that the less stuff will be in the video format. And as I said, I also want to do a separate stream on the e-paper screens, which I've showed a bit earlier. Just a second. For all of you that missed, so these are the screens, and they can be hooked up via this type of gateway. You can also DIY gateway. I was even considering to do a video on how you can build this gateway. It depends. If anybody will be interested, maybe I will do that video, because also JLC PCB is trying to get me, or PCBWay is trying to get me to do some kind of a sponsored video with them. So I could probably ask for some PCBs, get them. Yeah, and the idea is to have those e-ink tags from the shops that display custom information from within your home assistant. So this will be probably separate stream, because I think that it will be fun thing to play with. And yeah, I think this is it for today. My daughters are here. My wife went to the theater, so I know that they are looking forward to watch the TV. Unfortunately, as this is open space, this is the second floor, and under me it's a living room, and this is open space. They unfortunately cannot watch TV. And I'm looking forward to finish my second episode of the Fallout. I don't know if you guys have seen Fallout or not. I like the game. I never played it. I don't do that much for games. I do play Minecraft because I want to clear my mind, and Minecraft is like pickaxe and break the stone. But I did play Fallout, and I'm currently at the second episode, somewhere around midway through the second episode, and it really looks nice. The show is really interesting. And I have to also tidy up everything here. So, well, let's wrap it up. We'll be now live for about 2.5 hours. No, 2 hours, 10 minutes. Hope that each and every one of you has an awesome weekend. Thanks to everybody here in Zagreb who will be able to get to the meetup next weekend. Don't forget, we have elections next week, and I don't know what else. Thanks for joining. Whoa. Oh. It's okay. This is the lid from the printer. Thank you, and you too have an awesome weekend and evening, and I will be grabbing a beer and finishing the Fallout. Thanks everybody for joining. I will see you next time. Bye-bye. I cannot see anything. I will be posting now image on the Twitter so you can see what I've seen. Pozdrav Mario. Thank you once again for super chat. I'll be seeing you next time. Bye-bye, guys. How do you change? I forgot. How do you use the Stream Deck? I click somewhere. Ending. Stream end, but I still have to push another button here. Then I must not forget that I'm still not muted, so I must mute myself, because I could tell you something about the surprise coming next week where